Last April, a viewer came out from North Carolina to the most isolated spot in Texas, and all on his own, he built 36 check dams. Based on his success, now it's a group of 7, and instead of working on that half-acre all by himself, we've expanded to over 3 acres, building 100 check dams that are way bigger and better than any one man could build on his own. And along the way, we made a lot of new friends. You know the plan better than me, so you're gonna have to tell us where we dump all these rocks. We can take this almost anywhere, so we want this as close as we possibly can.
All right, so if we get it over to take the new road you made, and then there's a little roundabout. If we can dump this in a big pile, then we can use that smaller thing you're talking about to move it out to the actual check dams.
And if we can get it even closer than the turnaround, like every 10 feet makes a huge difference.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. So. All right.
Or at least attempt to.
Boy, we probably
just may have to pull forward.
Yeah.
Pull forward. I got as far back as I could because you have another 2 or 3 feet until the tires, until you have to get to the turnaround.
Yeah,
that's my big.
And it's
left the rocks in there.
Yeah.
Run up there and go get it, Rich.
Yeah. I like your strategy.
The skee ball strategy.
Daniel and I spent more than a month getting prepared for this week of volunteers, and it paid off massively. Last week, we told the story about building the windbreak around camp, where we got 50 trees planted in a day. But the rest of this work is all about building the check dams. And the way that we're speeding things up and making it more successful isn't just increasing the number of humans, although that was really important. It was also about increasing the access and having better tools. Between building the road and then bringing out this little mini dumper, it makes our work so much more efficient.
No, just let it idle. Crazy how much fuel it's still in it, because you can see the
evaporation.
Yeah, I mean, really, we just have to sit and wait.
All right. I only have one mic, Rich, and I think you're the man to mic.
All right, well, let's walk.
Let's do it.
As I was telling Tom when we first pulled up, like, some comments were, why don't you build like the dams like a foot high? And it's like, well, that would just force the water to build another channel. We don't want to build another channel. We want to slow it down in the channel that exists. Exactly. So all these 3 here are just count as one check dam. I didn't cheat and say, oh, these are 3 check dams, because that would be cheating. So this is another check dam here, and you see some silt, and you see those little yellow flowers growing. So that's nice, because everything last year, if you look off to the left, was just moonscape like this. Like this stuff over here is just rocks. You got these spiny plants, and then it's just, this is the desert pavement that Sean talks about, and this stuff is just like you're walking on another planet that's pretty much dead except for a few things. But anytime you can catch some silt and get a few little volunteers growing, that's the plan. And so yeah, there's
all of them have stuff.
Silt and little plants growing, and we're at the end of the dry season.
Yeah.
So yeah, I came out at the end of the drought, and there was nothing like this. So the hope was to capture water and the plants at some point would come along later, but this is fun.
What's nice is since we'll have the dumper, we can literally just drive over here, and if you need to add a couple of rocks and just raise the layers slightly, but it's up to you. You're the one that's got the plan.
Well, as we get into the canyons where you can really build the impressive dams, that's where it's really going to pay off. All that hard work loading the rocks earlier is going to pay off, because here we're damming up where you don't need a big dam, but further down in those canyons, we could put the whole truckload in at some point, almost. So yeah, we're just going to keep damming it up, and the water will just keep, soaking in and silting up. And volunteers, we hope. I'm excited. I don't look it, but I'm very excited. Yes.
Oh, hey, and Pedro, he wanted to give you a warm welcome.
He was excited.
Look at that. You have your phone? I don't know. Is that a dam of yours?
It is, and full disclosure, I was getting tired near the end of my week last year. Imagine, I'm in my 60s, but imagine. But so I put that down there. That'll help. And then there was a spot where I was like, did Sean put a few rocks down there? And it kind of looks like a check dam had started, so I threw a couple more down, and then I built one more dam, and then I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
It was the last day, and I was tired and hot and thirsty, and I'm like, yeah, I built 36, I'm done.
Yeah.
So this kind of tapered off, but we're back this year.
With lots of rocks.
Yes.
What's up? Oh, we got to head back? All right.
Yeah.
A lot of torque.
Good angle. I'll bring my jump pack back when we come too, just in case that battery's getting weak after all that.
Oh, it's definitely getting weak.
David Protein Bars are the sponsor this week, and I'm supposed to have the bars to film. And I can't because I ate all of them, every single one. Thankfully, they sell them at Walmart too. So as I was leaving the parking lot, what did I do? I ate one, but I at least ran the camera. So now I have something to show you. They have two types of bars. They have the gold bars, which have 28 grams of protein and 150 calories, or you can have the bronze bar, where you get 20 grams of protein and the same amount of calories. I go straight to the bronze bars because I use David Protein as my good treat. So instead of indulging in potato chips or carbs or whatever is catching my fancy that day, I know that I've got a candy bar that's going to still advance me towards my protein goals. Last month, I gave you my first update on my weight loss, where I was down 10 pounds of pure fat in, I think, 5 weeks. It's now a month later as I film this, and I'm only down 2 pounds. And that probably sounds like a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. The reason I say that is I lost my mom this month on a horrible day like that. Weight loss goals were not very important, but because I had been a month into it and I had learned what to eat and I learned how to treat myself with a David Protein bar, I'm still 2 pounds of fat down. So even when life happens, I can still cope and do all the craziness that comes with a loved one passing away and step off the diet, but still make progress. And David is one of those little treats that I let myself have at 11 in the morning every day. It's my pre-lunch snack. It makes me feel good. It's something that I look forward to. Even when I fall off the wagon, and even if I think I had a good reason, I can still make choices like David Protein. And even if it's not advancing towards my fat loss goal as fast as I would like it to, I can have something terrible happen and still get towards that goal. The quality of food's incredible. It's delicious. Check out the link in the description or scan the QR code. Or if you place an order and you go through it way too fast, you can always go get yourself a resupply at Walmart. Hey. So you're doubling down on Pedro.
Yeah, I'm helping there.
Yeah, I can see the fresh rocks.
And then we added more this year. And this was a spot, I was tired near the end of the day, and there was a couple rocks, and I was like, if I throw a couple more down, it'll throw a little bit like a check dam. So I threw a few in, and it was kind of pathetic, but now we have more rocks, more volunteers. We can build it up.
Going down another 15 feet or so, Rich.
Oh, you got rocks?
Probably.
Yeah, let's do them in here.
Right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
build it up. And I love the placement technique.
actually kind of one of the better placements.
It is. It's good.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
that and that'll be
Sweet.
Put the capstones over.
Because obviously a shovel out here is just rocks.
Yeah. That's it. It's just weight.
Efficient way to smooth small rocks. I'm too scared to sit down out here. I feel like I'll be having to ask one of you guys to pull something out of my butt that I can't reach.
That's pretty likely. Tell you, it's not. I haven't had to touch a butt, but it's. I've had to pull many things out of many people.
Yeah.
If you needed that, I would do that for you.
If I needed it, I would hope you would. Well, I'm leaving early. I'll leave my car in El Paso and ship it back. I'm flying.
Only with the understanding that skid gear, you get a skid steer out of it for a few.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, thank you, sir. Sir. Appreciate it.
Yeah, this one actually, this looks pretty good.
Yeah, like I said, last year there was a few stones.
You got done last year. Basically the next day started planning your return trip.
Yeah, I was having breakfast on the way home and woke up at midnight and I had insomnia and I knew there was a restaurant. So I went to the restaurant and I had all my sketches from my planning for that year, and I sat down and started doing different sketches and ideas, and I keep refining them, and it's kind of a fun game. The plan we have for this year, if it's not perfect, it's not because a lot of thought didn't go into it. There was just a lot of what did I learn last year and what might take it the next step this year, and we're going to have a go at it and see what happens.
What makes this so compelling?
It's something I read about, and then it was actually, well, I've read about it, wouldn't it be fun to go try it? And I didn't have to like buy 320 acres in the desert. Sean just was nice enough to say, you can come out here and play. So I got to have the experience.
Last year it was just you.
Yeah, it's amazing because last year I just talked to myself. Now I have people to have conversations with, and with a group you kind of reinforce each other. It's like, you know, somebody saw me leaving with gloves and they're like, oh, I almost forgot my gloves. So you help each other that way. You know, Drew came up with a good idea about how to fill in the check dams better with gravel, and that really is far superior to what I did last year. And he's like, is this okay? I'm like, not is it only okay, this is better than what I did last year. So yeah, you get different people with ideas, and it's just great to kind of support each other, and it's nice that way. I've enjoyed meeting the people here this year. They're all good people. It's been a great experience.
Yeah, one time I lost my balance on a hill.
This one has more rocks than that.
Yeah, that's what my mom always does. She grabs onto me. I was like, I got a bad news. You're going to take me down with you if you grab me.
Having one on the top, it tends to sort of get pretty decent sized shovelfuls.
I like this.
Absolutely, yeah. You can put
It's just like the hardiest trees that we have.
Let's see what's for dinner.
The guy doing the most important work.
Uh-huh.
Mark, we're
We don't need you no more.
It does need a little more salt.
Okay. Y'all hungry?
Yes, I am. At least see what we're working with over here.
Don't even bother putting your stuff down. Let's eat. Oh boy, I forgot about those sweet rolls. That's gonna be the death of me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially if you're telling me you don't want it. Then I
Yeah.
do.
How is it?
Good enough. Best smoked brisket I ever had while camping in a tent.
There you go. The bar was low, but still, it's a new record. What brought you out, Drew? Why'd you come?
I guess just excited about the kind of, you know, I've got a big love for gardening. I like the reforestation videos. Big piece of it was I found you right as I was starting my own business. So you started this, I think, 2 months before we actually opened our doors. So we were kind of well into the opening phase. But seeing you fail on camera while I was just failing in person, you know, so kind of felt like I was on the same growth path. It was very felt very connecting, I guess.
When you came out here, what was the difference between what you expected and what you saw?
It was pretty much what I expected. A lot of rocks. It's even dustier than I expected. I will say that's the dustiest place I've ever been, and I've been in a lot of deserts all over the country, rock climbing, camping, hiking, and this is probably the dustiest place in America.
What happened? Anything else that was surprising about being out here?
I think the group of guys that showed up was just super fun. This was a great experience. bunch of fun guys. You know, Team Rock put in a whole bunch of check dams over there. That's really exciting. I will definitely be back. All of you guys that have a ton of options or a ton of recommendations in the comments, hope to see you guys in October, because it's very different when you get out here. And I've reserved a lot of like, you know, recommendations, because like you, I get a ton of those. So I wanted to see it myself first. And, you know, it seems like what y'all are doing makes a lot of sense. And it's a tough environment to do it in. So definitely a lot of respect to you for sticking to it, because there's no way it's been easy to show up out here once a week, every month for 3 years.
I was here the whole time, so the cook I am, I didn't even notice the whole time. I've just never spent an amount of mental energy on cooking in my life at all, hardly. I just don't cook anything. I just don't care. I think because I can eat just cheap, crappy food. I just do not care. So it's like, you can give me macaroni and cheese or like something fancy, and I'm like, macaroni's fine.
I would rather go to Texas Roadhouse, that's right behind my house, than the Ruth Chris.
There are no better rolls in the world. Certainly no better butter.
I love their butter.
Oh God, it's magical.
I don't
The
like
guy that
their
doesn't
butter.
like food likes the Texas
He's
Roadhouse
like, okay,
butter.
Texas Roadhouse rolls.
Texas Roadhouse butter. The cheapest thing they got, they give it away for free, and it's my favorite thing they have. I'm like eating it, and I'm like, crap, I have to order something off the menu. What's the cheapest thing?
Yeah, can I get another basket of rolls, please,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
extra butter?
Yeah.
You'll get it if you roll it. Perfect. Love the curve on that putt.
You gotta read the break, man. You gotta read the break. Drop it on that side of the Ocotillo. There you go.
Cow. I regret not going out and finding that up there.
You heard a cow?
One night, the night I was kind of working when you guys went to bed.
Oh. If you'd have woken me up, I'd have found that cow.
I wish I would have looked for it. I should have.
I'd have found it with a 5.56, maybe a 7 backcountry, but I'd have found it.
I did almost get blown over one time.
Did you?
Throw a big rock.
Oh.
You kind of your weight out of balance because you just let that wind gusts and it was like, I just about bit it. Let's see. Do we think we need to go up that way a little bit more?
Probably, I think. Yeah, because you build it really nice and high over here, and then it'll overflow in the middle like it's supposed to. But yeah.
What made you decide to come out here?
I'm kind of an adventurous person. I care environment stuff, and I kind of think that this sort of thing is really great. It'd be wonderful we could kind of repeat this all over the country if that were possible, to kind of make the land that is kind of useless into something useful again is a really admirable project. So I think the illustrations have been given over the years. You know, if you imagine the Earth is a spaceship going through space, you know, wouldn't you be really careful about how much oxygen you use? You'd be really careful about how much water you would use. You'd be really careful about how much food you ate. You know, we've only got one planet. You know, Mars isn't looking too promising, and so we want to take care of it. So I just think this is a really neat project, and I'm kind of an adventurous person, so it'd be fun to come out and make some new friends as well.
What have you thought about the people that have come out?
Oh, it's been really great. The people are what makes it really fun. You know, if you don't have good people, it doesn't matter where you are. You know, I've lived all over the country, and it's like, well, which place do you like best? And it almost always doesn't have a lot to do with, you know, wherever you're at. It has to do with the people.
Any surprises being out here, or like what's the biggest surprise that you've experienced watching the episodes and then actually seeing it in person?
So on the videos, it's like super clear. There's a lot of rocks, but I'm just not sure you can quite comprehend how it's just mostly just rocks. So I grew up in Nebraska and then lived in Kansas for a while. I went to college in Iowa. So, you know, the dirt, you know, we have dirt there, and this is, it's rocks and dust. I mean, that's all that there is. And you can see it on video, but, you know, experience it in person was something special. So.
Yeah. Any advice for somebody that would want to come out here?
oh, I think you should come out. You know, it's a great time. It's very safe. You know, I think everything's, you don't have to worry about things. So yeah, I'd encourage someone to come out, just meeting the people, having an experience. You know, you can buy a bunch of stuff, but you know, when you get into your life, you don't talk about the nice vehicle you owned one day. You talk about the cool experiences you had and the people you got to meet over the years. And this is just a great way to be able to do that. And you know what we're doing here, you know, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, but we'll have a great time feeling and trying together. So I'd really encourage people to come out here.
Awesome.
We have a who owns property next to us. We're trying to do it with this fence. He moved it over like 25 feet. So we sent him an email and we basically said, hey, we're not going to tear your fence down, but if you do any repairs, like that's our property, we're claiming it now, it's in writing, date stamped. If you do any repairs on that fence, we're going to bulldoze the whole thing. And he was like, you can't do that, sir.
You're lucky I don't tear it down today.
I don't think you understand how redneck we are. We're being kind right now. Because we're going to assume it was an honest mistake. I'm the one you call the sheriff on for full auto fire all the time, so if you really want to say something about it. And the sheriff comes out and shoots my machine guns. He goes, these are cool.
Let me get this back in. I do need to get some more carbon choke clean. I really don't want to pull the exhaust off just to get this started. Since I don't have a torque wrench,
Better.
it's Chinese, but I'm gonna do the German thing, good and tight.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Come on, let go of the socket. Wait a minute, this might be a dumb question. Did I put the plug wire back on?
I didn't see you do it. You just torqued it.
That, for everybody watching, I got here at like 4 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, Daniel got all of 2 hours of sleep. Also, the idiot with the camera didn't say anything either, so.
Maybe that helped a
Oh. Oh boy.
By the way, Sean, the dumper's running.
That's hilarious. Well, let's let it run for a second. I'll put the big heavy rocks in there and
All right, let me get all my...
yeah. Okay. Apparently wanted a little more throttle, but that's a heck of a lot easier than running around everywhere.
Yes.
Aye. Oof.
Oh, you get stuck?
Yeah, I got stuck pretty deep with that cholla.
Yeah, there was all kinds of stabby plants.
I got a cactus hitching a ride on me earlier. I had to pull out of my leg.
Good, clear.
Okay, I'm trying to think of, gosh, we're almost done with this channel.
I think, yeah. This is beyond my wildest expectations. So.
Yeah, we got the whole W done.
This one was easy.
It goes really fast when you don't have to hunt for rocks.
Yeah, well, I've been hunting. Is that another good one?
This is the most overbuilt dam. It's awesome. Like
it's perfect the way it was when it was dumped. They're just making it look appealing.
Without hard shoulders, it would just hit this and then it would just dig a channel
yeah.
right around it. So We were telling Daniel that now that everyone's experienced, we have a lot more people to go, I've been to the ranch, that ain't gonna work. The trouble of oh my God, this is just amazing. This is beyond my wildest dreams. I gotta say it. This channel was like, in the future I'd like to do something in this channel.
Yeah, now we're done.
Now we're done.
I think we outworked your work plan.
Yeah.
The next volunteer event we're going to have is in October. If that's of any interest, all of this is documented on Team Dust Ups. It also includes the registration form. You don't have to make a commitment now. You just want to reserve your spot in case it's of interest. You can do that at teamdustups.com. If you enjoyed this week's episode, you're going to love last week's, which is where the same group of volunteers transplanted 50 trees to build a windbreak.